Hi, I'm back again for my postpartum 6-month postpartum video, and this may very well be the very last postpartum video that I do for a while because, as people know, I am officially TTC and I'm definitely feeling some symptoms that I'm pregnant. I'm going to talk about those. I haven't tested yet, it's way too early to tell, but I could be pregnant right now. So let's start with like some random thing. I cut my hair last month. It's really short. My husband cut it for me. I was like, here, I put it in a ponytail. I was like, chop it off. So my hair is pretty short. It's got really weird layers. I just wanted to be able to put it in a bun and not have like freaking hair everywhere. So my hair is short. So yeah. So this month was really eventful for me. Like, oh my gosh, like May was amazing because like the beginning of May, I started my period again, and I've done some updates about that, but basically the too long don't read version is I didn't cramp, but I bled like crazy. It lasted 6 or 7 days, and then I was good to go, and we have been TTC. So let's go up to, so we're gonna go up to like the past 2 weeks. I have an app on my phone. It's called the M Calendar. It's this little pink calendar app on my phone with me, so I can't show you. But it's really nice because I have the free version, and if you put you can put when you've had sex, and it has a different color if it's protected or unprotected, and it shows up, so you can just look and be like, here's the times we've had sex. And when I started my period, I actually put my period in there, and it like started projecting out this like predicted ovulation forecast and period forecast if it was a 28-day cycle, which it could be now. So anyway, the way that we TTC, that we did with all 3 of my pregnancies and this one this time as well, is that we just have sex every other day, every 2 days at most, or every day. Right now it's probably every 2 days because we're so busy with Molly. So like every 2 days we have sex until I get pregnant, basically, is how it works with us. And that worked for us, so I don't know if that will work for you, but I didn't need to do OPK or anything like that. So on the day that my little calendar app told me that I was ovulating, I felt a pain in my right side. Like, I didn't even know this until like a few months ago, but some people actually feel when they ovulate. And I was like, no way, I wish I felt when I ovulated. And on that very day that like that it said that I was supposed to ovulate if I have a normal cycle, I felt a pain in my right side, like where it would be. And it was like a ding, and I was just like, ow, it hurt. And of course I was like, what's that, ovulation? It could have been because it was on that day and blah, blah, blah. And I was making something in Molly's room. And then like a couple hours later, I felt it again, and I was like, ow. I stopped, and I was like, ow. And I was like, oh my gosh, was I ovulating? And I haven't felt that pain since. It was only that day, so I'm like pretty sure that I felt myself ovulate, and I felt that ovulation pain. So I'm like, oh. So of course I was, TTCing like around those days, and so I definitely hit the bed on that day and like, waiting up and then after. So I could be pregnant right now. Like, I'm starting to experience symptoms, so I'm going to talk about those. Okay, after I had Molly, my bladder sensation went almost completely away. I don't think I damaged any nerves, but because my bladder was suddenly so much bigger, I just like forgot to pee all the time, and my bladder would be so full and I'd pee, and I could barely feel like I needed to pee. Lately, the past couple days, I have had to get up in the middle of the night to pee, which I haven't had to do since I was pregnant, so that's why I'm like, that's not normal for me. I've definitely had to pee in the middle of the night, and I am starting to break out a little bit up here, so I'm like, something's happening. Whether I'm pregnant or not, I'm moving forward faster than I have been in previous years, so I'm really excited that I might be regular for the first time. I have been eating more. I have been packing down huge meals. That's a PMS symptom of mine, is that my ability to feel full like kind of goes away, and I just eat like gigantic meals. Like, I go to Chipotle and I eat the whole thing. I like inhale my burrito, and Ben's like half done. And I eat really fast anyway, but I have been eating fast, or eating huge meals several days in a row. And I've been really hungry lately. I've been sort of craving a little bit of like random stuff. And I've also been feeling a teeny bit nauseous lately. Not like full on like gagging, but I've just been feeling like the start of nausea lately. So I'm like, and my sense of smell, I don't know if it's getting stronger or if I'm just smelling really nasty stuff in my kitchen, but sometimes I'm like, oh, that stinks. I'm gonna gag on that later. Kind of stuff. I have started having a couple dreams that are like kind of like pregnancy related. I had a dream like about a week ago that I don't like remember much of it, but I just remember I was standing and there's something about a baby named Bryson, and I was like, my baby's name isn't Bryson. His name is boy's name that we picked out. And I woke up and I was like, was that a pregnancy dream? And then like I had another dream like the next day about being pregnant, like very vague. And then like a couple nights ago, I had a dream that so I follow a lot of blogs of people that adopt, and I was like hanging out with one of these moms that's adopted a ton of kids, and I like turned to her and I was like, I think you're having twins or maybe triplets. Like, I don't know if I meant she was carrying them or if she was going to adopt 2 or 3 kids, but I just like told her that because I was like, she was expecting a child somehow. And then we were at a creek and there was like a log to cross the creek. And I looked at the log and I was like, I shouldn't cross that. My balance is off because I'm pregnant. And I woke up and I was like, that was a pregnancy dream. So I've started having those, which is like, for me, the biggest, like, I'm going to pay attention now. So I have been having some pregnancy dreams, not like lately. I don't have them every night. I don't expect to have them every night, but I definitely am starting to have like pregnancy flavored dreams. And they're very like boy flavored too. Like I'm going to have a boy. Like, I don't know if I'm going to have a boy or girl. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm pregnant, but I'm pretty sure I am. It's way too early to test. I wouldn't even test in the middle of June. But so yeah, I'm like, maybe I'm pregnant. Maybe that was ovulation and the egg took, and I'm really excited. Oh, she dropped her plug. I am down to my pre-pregnancy weight. I actually am down to 151. I'll say that in the little belly shot that I do, but I'm down to 151, so yay! So that's good. So I feel so thin, so when I get pregnant again, I'm gonna get all big again, but that's okay. I'm enjoying being thin and fitting into my clothes and stuff like that. Anything else? Oh, okay. And the last thing that I've noticed that was a pregnancy symptom for me, like all the last 2 times, I have been drooling like crazy at night. Like, I was sleeping and I could feel drool like pouring out of my mouth, and I was like, seriously? So that's been going on. And the last thing, this has happened every time that I've gotten pregnant, and it happened the other day, so I'm like, now I'm really convinced that I'm pregnant. It's a really weird symptom. I don't know why this happens or if anyone else has this, but every single time I've been pregnant, I have had this really strange nerve shooting pain in one of my fingers or toes. And it's like, ow! It doesn't last like very long. It lasts maybe like an hour. But I had it in like these 2 fingers the other day. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, my parents were over and I was like, hey, I'm having that nerve pain that I had last 3 times I was pregnant. I felt it in my toes and I feel it in my fingers. So I had that. So I'm like, I think I'm pregnant. I'm not gonna like test right now. I'm not gonna be obsessive about testing. I will test if these symptoms get stronger, I will test. I'll probably test around the like predicted period, which is the beginning of June, or like in a few days, a week. So I'll probably test in like a week or 2 and see if I'm pregnant. If I am, I'm gonna start doing pregnancy vlogs, but I probably won't upload them on, or I'll keep them private until I tell my family and stuff. I probably won't wait till 13 weeks, but I will probably wait until I'm like 8 or 9 weeks before I make those public. So like by my next postpartum update, basically. So, and I'll probably do like an announcement and stuff. And we already have names picked out and all that, and but that's way in the future. So that's pretty much it for me. So I will end with the belly shot. Here's from the front. Or I mean the side. And the front. And the other side. And then with the shirt up. If I can even get there. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, here's from the side. And the front. And the other side. And I weigh 151 as of this morning, which is really good. So I don't know where I look actually like. Oh, there we go.